One boy and one girl from all 50 states plus territories and tribes, except that unlike the Hunger Games, we are here in Ohio and they are competing for $125,000 in college scholarship money.
Hello. Yes, it's been a while since I posted on YouTube, but full disclosure, honestly, I didn't feel like doing it. In my defense, I lost a parent, then I lost a job, and who wants to make funny videos? Like, ain't shit funny at that point. But you know what brought me out of my hiatus? None other than the Big Don. The Don Julio Actifulio, your president, the big Donald Trump. Because for some reason he has decided to create another shipwreck of an America 250 event to celebrate America's 250th birthday. I already saw the Great American State Fair, which I also did a video on, but I didn't post because I felt like it was too late. But if you think I should post it, leave a comment. But we already saw the flop of the Great American State Fair, okay? Now he's given us something new, something different. And it's called the Patriot Games.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Where two kids from each U.S. state and territory, one boy and one girl, compete in physical challenges to hopefully win a scholarship. Does that sound familiar to you? Well, it should, because it sounds just like the Hunger Games. This event has drawn comparisons to the Hunger Games since it was announced last year. And I'm getting pissed off because what is happening in the U.S.? Why did I just watch the United States president walk into an arena with pyrotechnics, blaring music, and people chanting USA? Some people are chanting 2028. No, don't start with me, because he can't be here in 2028, or else we're all going to feel it. President Donald Trump is hosting what he calls the Patriot Games in Ohio from August 9th to August 11th of 2026. Keep the year in mind. It's 2026, right? And like I said, they have a chance to win a scholarship. The scholarship is $250,000 split between both the boy and the girl that's representing their state or territory. Genuinely, why is a guy who's not even physically fit hosting a physical competition where they have to do like physical activities? Like, why is he doing this? And also, clearly he's not that educated, so him giving away a scholarship is kind of laughable. Now he cares about education? Keep in mind, he ran this bunk university. Now he cares about education? Interesting. And this competition is full of people who just volunteered to do it, people who applied. It's not much of a vetting process. It's not like it's athletes or anything like American Ninja Warrior, which we'll get to American Ninja Warrior in a second. But I said keep 2026 in mind because guess what? That's the year that the Hunger Games start in Suzanne Collins' book,
No, God!
The Hunger Games. And for those who may not be familiar with The Hunger Games, it is a book series and a movie series written by Suzanne Collins about a dystopian America, which is no longer called the United States, but Pan. And there are different regions among this country, and they're divided into 12 districts. In this series, one boy and one girl from each district are chosen to represent their district, and they have to compete for valuable resources that we would consider necessity, specifically food, because everyone there is basically starving. The difference obviously is they're not fighting to the death, okay? Thank God, right? But they are fighting for what I would consider a valuable resource, money, to get an education. Because apparently we can't just have reasonably priced education in this country, that now they got to do this to get maybe some money to go to school. Another way is similar to the Hunger Games is that it's televised. In the book, the event is televised. They both involve sending these teens to a heavily decorated arena, a big spectacle with all of these pyrotechnics and visuals, just like what's happening at the Patriot Games. And, you know, just Trump's involvement, his overall authority over the event is kind of giving President Snow. Unlike the Hunger Games, these people, like I said, don't have to fight to the death. There's no weapons, there's nothing violent. They just basically kind of have to do an obstacle course. And when this event drew comparisons to the Hunger Games, the Trump administration had said, no, this is not like the Hunger Games. This is more like American Ninja Warrior. Right. Hey, I'll be honest, that is a lot better. But also, why are we making kids do this for scholarship money? It's like you guys ever had to do the presidential fitness test? It's kind of like that, but on steroids. From what I see here, they got to do dodgeball, kickball, and then they threw an American Ninja Warrior on top of that with an obstacle course. This is very interesting. I wonder who curated this. Oh, I know who curated this. RFK. You know the guy who like left like a dead bear in like Central Park or whatever he said? Yeah. He is our health secretary. He's the Secretary of Health and Human Services for the United States. I would argue that he probably needs to get his health checked out. I mean, hey, I don't know what's going on with him, but obviously something is not right, you know.
On medicines.
This is the same guy who's clearly against vaccines, so I don't know if I would really take his opinion, his ideas, his advice with anything more than a grain of salt, but he's in charge of this event. It was led by him, according to the Big Don. So the big person in charge of health and the human services, the humans and the health, he's just running a big obstacle course for kids. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, you know? Which is saying a lot, because it's a very disappointing administration. Now, some people are kind of upset because they feel like the roster of kids who are participating in this are not very diverse. And that they're looking out into the crowd and they see snow. And to that I say, hey, I get it. You care about, you know, kids of all backgrounds getting the opportunity to win a scholarship. But at the same time, maybe I'm wrong for this, but personally, they can have it. Like, I don't mind. We got other stuff we can go after. We ain't got to do this one. Sometimes things are a part of someone else's culture and you can't just get involved with it. And sometimes that includes white culture, you know? So I'm sorry. I don't think I care about that. I really don't think I care. I mean, I did see one brother in the background. Also, keep in mind, this is like voluntary, you know, apply yourself to this. I'm assuming maybe there's a lot of kids of color who weren't interested in doing it. But I also wouldn't put it past this admin if there were a certain amount of kids of color who wanted to do that and they just didn't pick them. Yeah, I can see that happening. But at the end of it all, this really isn't even that dystopian. This is more so just a big ego trip for Donald Trump. He loves himself. Everything is about him. That's why he's walking into the arena with them. That's why he's doing his dance. You know, when they crowned the victors of this event, he's over there doing this. Like, he keeps doing that dance. Stop it. Stop it. And honestly, he put a little extra leg in it this time, in my opinion. I haven't seen him move this much. So he's really happy today about this event. These kids, you know, they trained for this. They worked probably hard for this in some way. And it's just a big showboat for Donald Trump. He thinks this looks cool, I guess. It's all about him. He needs screen time. He needs the pyrotechnics. He wants to be cool. Oh, and also, this is for America's birthday, by the way.
I know you fucking lying there.
I know that we may have lost that after we saw everything that was going on. But this is our birthday gift. USA, USA, yeah. And I would say, I don't think we should use kids competing for each other for a valuable resource as like the background to your ego trip, whatever this is, because it's obviously deeper than, oh, I just want to give back to the kids. No, you don't. Because you would just give to them without all of this extraness. So for America 250, for our big birthday, the big bad USA, we had a tragedy of a fair. And now our second gift is watching children compete for the chance to win some money to get an education. And to that I say, America. America. Yeah, it is getting a little out of hand. Can't we? I just want to be kind of normal again as the USA. You know? But we're so far gone from that. Especially if people chanting 2028, yeah. We're going to have to do a whole revival of the population of the USA. And if there's anything else coming up for this America 250, I'm scared. Like, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how embarrassing it's going to be, but hopefully you'll be there with me when that happens. All right, go ahead and leave a comment. You know, subscribe, like the video. I don't even care if you actually liked it. Just put the thumbs up, okay? Thank you for sticking by me if you're still watching this channel after my long break. So appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.